Welcome to the Tanisha Ali channel, where we talk about Sisterlocks beauty tips and potpourri. It could be spirituality, it could be relationships, it could be anything. I'm Tanisha Ali, and this is
Ronnie.
If you guys have not purchased my book on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, please support the cause. Those of you who have, and many of you have, thousands of you have, please go back and do a Google review. This is a book that is designed to help you do self-coaching and help you to implement some daily mindset shifts that will help you clear and heal energetic and emotional blockages, clarify your whatever's going on in your life so that you can manifest the glory of God that is within you. So this book, again, is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's called Manifesting Your Masterpiece, and you guys know my name. Appreciate all of your support. Much love to you, much love to you, much love to you. Thank you guys for being with me on what is coming up on our 2-year anniversary. So today, Sophia and I wanted to talk about 5 things that you can do, 5 secrets, 5 habits, 5 rituals that you really need to dig into to make sure that you have healthy locks. Right, Sophia?
Yes.
I've been on my lock journey for 9 years and about 4 months. Sophia, you've been on yours for how long, baby?
A year and almost a half.
A year and a half. So I can tell you what to do from the Sisterlock perspective. Sophia can talk to you from the traditional locks.
How I got this far.
And then there's some things that are just going to overlap. So let's just get right into it. The first thing I wanted to share is the first thing that you can do to ensure that you have healthy locks is to be the one to determine your retightening or retwisting regimen. Mm-hmm. And this is a tricky topic to talk about because your loctician likely has her recommendation, and that is wonderful, and she is the professional. But these are your locks, and these are your long-term investment. And I don't care what anybody says, your average loctician, your average person that is performing a service for you, I don't care if it's healing like what I do. I exempt myself from this, by the way. Healing like what I do or something somebody's doing at Walmart. Once you leave from in front of them, you're left with the fallout from whatever the decisions were that you and them entered into. They're concerned about how your hair looks at that time. They're concerned about meeting the needs and the scheduling requirements of whatever the commitment was. But when you retighten and retwist too often, especially when you don't do the in-between types of maintenance, which is making sure that your locks don't marry, making sure that you're using products that are healthy for your hair and so forth and so on, then you're doing the retightenings too often to meet the demands of what your loctician is saying is required. And it may not necessarily be required for your particular hair. It's one thing to be going in every 7 or 8 weeks, maybe 7, 8, 9 weeks. I prefer 8, 9, and 10 weeks. It's a whole nother thing to be told to come in every 4, 5, and 6 weeks. I'm here to tell you, I don't have this thick hair because I went in that often. And I can promise you the long-term effects, and I'm studying this right now because I'm going to do a video. The propensity to develop alopecia, hair stress, hair loss, and baldness can come from long-term retightenings and retwistings that simply are not necessary. So you determine, and if your loctician gives you a schedule that seems to be a little bit too frequent, begin to at least try to stretch it out a week. And then when you get there, if you need to add another few days, just give yourself a little wiggle room and see if what is really required is really for you to be coming in that frequently. That's really serious.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things that I notice, y'all. And I'm telling you, sometimes it can take you to get into this journey 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years before you start realizing, oh, shoot. I mean, I still have to watch my hair for it now. And I'm on it more than anything else because of the feedback that I'm getting from sisters on the channel and the women that I work with that have locks. And trust me, this is your long-term investment. You're trying to go and stay in this journey for the long term. So you want to really be careful about that. Sophia, what do you think? What you got to say?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. I was getting mine done when I first got them. I was getting them done like every month, and now I go like every 4 or 5 months.
Sophia,
so.
really?
Yeah, I'm at 3 months right now.
What does Fresh think about that?
She doesn't care.
I mean, she
told me when I first got my locks, she told me 8 weeks. Every
couple months.
Yeah.
So you don't think that's pushing it out a little too far?
Because when I wait longer, my locks get thicker. And that's how I'm semi-free-forming, remember?
Oh, okay.
So I leave.
I can't really talk about that, y'all, because I'm, sister.
But my number one tip that I feel like helped me a lot, so that I wasn't sitting up like mommy picking in my hair, the satin caps at night. When you're not doing anything, wear that satin cap, because during the day, number one, your hair is rubbing on your clothes, it's rubbing on things, it's catching up lint. It might even be breaking, and then at night you're sleeping on your pillows, they're picking up stuff, they're rubbing friction. It's not good. It causes split ends, and you can't see the split ends on the locks immediately. They'll just continue breaking up, which can cause thinning. So for me, that's a big thing, the satin caps. Mommy, it's your turn.
All right, so the third thing that you can do, or the third secret to healthy locks, and making sure that your hair's integrity over the long term can go the distance, is to really be careful of styling stress. All right. Everything from pulling your hair up like this. You all will see my hair is often like this, but I typically will pull it back like this and put a little plait right here. There's very little styling stress. I'm not dealing with any loss. The edges always look like this. In fact, they've gotten thicker in certain areas. If you wear a ponytail a lot, and you pulling your hair up, you see that? You heard that? It got caught in my shirt. You pulling your hair up like this, you're going to experience some stress in the back. But I also want you to consider shampooing as a potential styling stress, which is something people just don't think about.
Locks don't require.
I got to tell you, other than the stuff that I put in my hair, I really feel like the fact that I shampoo very infrequently is a major reason why my hair is healthy. In between the numerous times, 7 to 10 times, maybe more, that I've dyed my hair, and I'm not talking about the rinses and many of the other things that I've done to my hair, I gotta tell you, the shampooing, unnecessary shampooing when you don't have to shampoo, even for those of you that work out, make a essential oil mist. Antibacterial and antifungal essential oil mist, and spray your hair in the roots lightly with that. Or
better yet, if you feel like your hair really needs to wash it, there's been times when my hair just feel like itchy when I go come from the park because the sweat sits up in there and it start feeling crazy. I will literally wet my hands and run it through here like this, and it gets rid of the sweat and the itchiness. The washing is really gonna break your hair.
But putting the essential oil mist in there to help eliminate that and to really attack any microbiomes that could be in your hair, but also to give your hair the nutrition that it needs, is going to be way better than constantly subjecting your hair to the average water that's running through the faucets in your house. I can promise you, with all the things that it's been treated with to maintain a neutral pH balance of 7, there's very little in there that's healthy. Our skin is taking a beating already. Oh yeah, depending upon what part of the country you're in and whether you have soft water, hard water, or what type of filters you have on your water, you really got to be careful with that. Facts.
Oh God, mommy, no.
I can't say facts because I'm 49.
And the shampoo dries your hair. If you notice, even when I was in Loose Natural, if you can't condition right after, shampoo itself is very drying. It's not gonna moisturize. It's not gonna, look at her.
And typically she's a mess. And typically, you know what?
The cat is by the light, y'all, and
we gotta let y'all meet Kismet. Kismet, by the way, meaning destiny and fate. She's been busy. She attacked 2 pizza boxes last night, and her and my dog Albie, they had a ball in the middle of the night with the pizza that was left out. But she is a booger, and she wants to try to tear up but she's so cute. She's such a cutie booty.
She don't want to be
She's a mess. But yeah, so just watching the extra styling stress. Some people put heat on their locks rather than using the non-heat curling tools like the pipe cleaners or some of the other foam rollers and things. Whatever you can avoid in the stress now, you will be grateful for later.
Even the styling after a retwist or a retie, as y'all call it, that's not very good either. Because when you're getting your roots twisted or your roots tightened, that's already enough stress on the hair. But when you take it and you have them twisted back into an updo and you leave it like that for weeks, that's constantly pulling. It's not good.
Your hair is very vulnerable right after retightening and right after washing. So you really have to be careful when your hair is damp. You got to be careful about that. What do you think is the fourth? thing, Sophia, that
you mean
we
the
need to
fifth?
discuss?
Oh, no,
The
that's
fifth,
the fourth.
yeah. Is it? I don't know. See, I lost track. Well, we're only
Yeah,
doing
this is the
5.
fourth. Okay, so for me, the next one is keeping in mind that your hair is tied to mind, body, and soul. Well, mind and soul. So what I mean by that is, if you're not doing good up here, you're not doing good over here. If you're not doing good here, you're not doing good here. So like, if your hair is starting to thin or your hair is not looking how it usually does, you have to kind of look at what you're doing to make that happen, because all of it is tied together. If you're sad and depressed all the time, your hair is going to resemble that, right? If you're angry all the time, your hair is going to resemble that. Your hair requires care just like the rest of your body does. It requires loving, it requires attention, it requires intention, all of that. So you kind of have to keep that in mind, because you don't want to look up one day and you've been depressed for years and now your hair looks depressed. Because it even ties into how when people are really depressed, their hair starts turning gray earlier. There's young people my age, people my age with dull gray breaking hair, and your hair is supposed to be very vibrant, and that's one of the most vibrant parts of you. It resembles how you're feeling, because it kind of just takes on its own character. So you have to like kind of keep that in mind.
I really like that, because our hair, our outer body is the blueprint of what's going on internally. And when we're not doing well internally, a lot of times we still expect to feel good and to look good, and we pay a price. This is as much a part of you as the organs that are within your body. It just happens to be on the outside. So if you're not feeding yourself well, if you've had dramatic weight loss, for example, and you're not giving your hair a cushion, if you're not thinking healthy thoughts, if you don't have a positive mindset, if you're not clearing your energy of negativity, your hair holds that. This is like earth elements, so it holds energy. It holds the vibrational frequencies of your experiences. And you could probably look at your hair and look at the relative health or the lack thereof of certain areas of your locks and correlate that with what was going on in your life at that particular time. Our story, our history can be readily assessed through our hair. So it's really, really important. And something else you said about loving on your hair and showing gratitude. Like, when is the last time that you, while you were putting your oils and stuff in, something that became a mundane ritual, that you said, I love you, babies?
You have to talk to your body.
Yeah, you got to talk to your babies. You got to talk to your body, too. You know, wow, I love you, arms for carrying me, feet. My goodness, I put you in hell
In the
last
shower in the morning, I'll be like, I'll name all the organs.
Hi,
thank you,
baby.
heart. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, kidneys, spleens. Did I leave anyone out?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
bladder.
important.
You have to thank your body, because it does a lot for you every day.
And the body responds to this, y'all. There's a subatomic reality that belies the physical world, and quantum physics actually has already validated this. This is very critical. Our bodies respond in the same way that plants respond to our moods and the general energy in their environment. So it's important to take a few minutes every day and just love on your locks. If you're going to be touching them and rubbing them down with oils anyway, you might as well, give a little more, right, Sophia?
Yeah.
I like that. Great point. The last thing I was going to talk about, the fifth secret to healthy locks, is making sure you only use natural products on your hair. Unnatural products, synthetic products, products that are a combination of both, all they do is pollute the landscape of your hair, whether it's your follicles, whether it's the strands in terms of clogging and attracting lint and so forth. Whenever you put unnatural things in your hair, it's no different than when you put synthetic ingredients in your body. The body can't metabolize it. The body can't recognize it. It's not natural. It's unfamiliar to the body. So as much as you can, try to, remember that saying, kiss and keep it simple, stupid. You don't have to go into these beauty supply stores and get some of that and get some of this and get some of this and get some of that. Find what regimen works for your hair and use that, and periodically evaluate your hair's progress or the lack thereof over a period of time and switch gears as necessary. What you put in your hair is very important, even though we can seldom see the direct impact of that. What I have been using on my hair for the last 8 years, I will tell you, there is nothing else that is responsible for the added thickness up here, the health and the length here and just the growth. There's so many sisters that I know with locks who have had them longer than me and who started with more hair than me. And my hair has almost doubled in length. And I will attribute that to nothing but my Melanin Magic hair oil. Okay, it's over 20 ingredients in here. A synergistic blend. It smells delicious. I had to force her on the train 2 weeks ago. Why didn't she want to use it? But you've been using it, right? You've been using it, right? And what have you noticed?
So
2 weeks.
It's gonna be on a video on my channel about it. But I've noticed that my hair is shinier, my hair is softer, my hair is able to get rid of the frizziness. Y'all are not from my channel. I complain about frizz all the time.
And the bouffant stuff.
And it got
especially
rid of that.
Especially in between
the retwist, and it even stretched it out. It looks longer than it usually does, and it's softer, and it's not usually after I wash my hair, it's matted up in the roots. It's actually not even matted,
and that's because of some of the detangling.
And you can see how much
that are in here.
New growth. Look at all that new growth.
That's a lot.
It's
that's
not
a
even
heck of a lot for it now, and it was like that's a heck of a lot. So that's one of the things that's a benefit of the oil, because you know my hair is thick. But it helps it to lay down and not be so bouffant, okay?
Bouffant.
It detangles it. It makes it feel good. And I got shine, y'all, and I dye my hair all the time. Not to mention the health. So this is the modified formula. This is the new proprietary formula. This is not like the video that I published back two Octobers ago on my Miracle Grow Oil, but it's Miracle Grow Oil, and it's working, y'all. It's
Melanin Magic.
Working. And it works for the yucky little dandruff, dry scalp, irritating stuff that you may have going on with your hair. So find what is going to work for you. Make sure it is natural and stick with it. And whatever you're using, do take the time to massage it in and use that as a time to love on your hair and to show gratitude for those beautiful strands.
Take a thumbnail real quick. Smile.
Bye.
Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Thank y'all for watching and really supporting the channel. We really love y'all. And for all you sisters who contact me, whether you're ordering oils or the facial serum or the acne serum, or you're, coming to get a reading or to do a distance Reiki session. Some of you are local. I have been blessed by your presence in my life. Shout out to Margaret Shirley Meyer. Shout out to Vivian. Shout out to Shanika. Shout out to Cassandra. Shout out to Dolly. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna bring Dolly on the channel. She has a Sisterlocks channel. I'm gonna bring Dolly on the channel. Shout out to Ali and her sister Rosalind, who I met, who came to my Reiki class last Sunday to pick up some anti-aging serum. Shout out to all of you beautiful Thai, wonderful sisters. Armada, shout out to you. Shout out Mora. You're Ronnie. She said, what about Ronnie? Shout out to Ronnie, who I have to beg to get on her channel to do a video.
This is my YouTube. Because Mommy never wants to shout nobody out.
Shout out to the real Ronnie.
The real Ronnie.
I've been banned from calling her Sophia.
That's not my name. I don't know who that is, Mommy. They don't need to know that.
I have been banned. Shout out to the real Ronnie. Ranii. So y'all, we love y'all. Thank y'all. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And I know I left a lot of sisters out. I can't keep up with everybody's names, but I gotta tell y'all, much love and gratitude.
Appreciate y'all.
And God has truly blessed me with this channel and just the wonderful spirits. Shout out to Ishatu and her sister Frances. Woo-hoo!
Mommy, you can't get to everyone.
I know.
You can't get to
everyone. It's so many, y'all.
And
but
you
I love
coming
y'all.
up on 20 minutes, so we gotta go. We love y'all.
Bye.
It's still recording.
The lady, I can't think of her name.
Well,
Who first was one of my first subscribers?
They know.
The Sisterlocker 2018.
Oh, yeah.
She's so busy doing heads now. We haven't connected in a long time, but love all of y'all. Have a beautiful, prosperous, peaceful, and
We're getting real
productive
close
day.
to 20 minutes. Bye, guys.